I'm Kiara T. Hawkins. I'm here for energy. Energy can be on people, places, situations, and circumstances. Remember that this energy is going to apply to Taurus, which you also want to check Scorpio. It's opposite, and also Libra and Aries, because Libra and Taurus share Venus, and Aries is the opposite. Get your natal chart out, take a peek at it. If you think this is something that's interesting or something that you feel like the world needs to know about, that's when you can like, share, and subscribe. But remember that we keep it authentic. I can't say what you want me to say necessarily. I work for God. Taurus energies, I'm going to do y'all 3 spreads. Let's go for the first one. It's going to be a Celtic cross here. It looks like you need to work on yourself, but be careful not to be distracted here. I feel like a part of you wants to definitely sit back and kind of like, it's kind of like prepare for war in a time of peace. This kind of gives that energy like this is a time of peace here. It's giving very much cuddle buddy. It's also giving a cuffing season. Looks like you're trying to work on that right now. There's a level of emotional intelligence that you're trying to get as well. There's stoicism I'm seeing out here. Looks like someone is kind of come off as looking like the ideal person or the ideal partner here. Someone's getting very serious about relationships and partnerships and what that looks like. Someone's also been able to identify who they are and what they play into things, and it's kind of like after some type of introspective or reflection that someone's like, okay, well, now that I know that I have that pattern, let me go ahead and fix me real quick. Coming up in the future here, you have the Queen of Cups, you have the King and Queen of Cups out here. I was just speaking to cuddle buddy, cupping season, you know, being relationship worthy, meeting the requirements of your requirement. When you have the King and the Queen of Cups out here, this is definitely a love relationship. This is doing it for the right reasons. This is being together for the right reasons, and this is also having a relationship that is based on that traditional romantic forever type energy. Okay, on the outside looking in, you look very single here. So you got the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. So again, there's a level of doing what you need to do for you here, getting yourself ready. This is like wrapping up strings before you get married or get proposed to, or if you were just casually dating someone, this is like letting the external environment, letting all your old hoes and all your friends that like to party and club, letting them know like, hey, look, this is serious. I'm about to do it. And I say that because it is going from an 8 to a 9 here. So it's kind of like, hey, I don't drink like that anymore. I don't behave that way anymore because I have a true interest out here, something a lot more serious, okay? In the past, you have the Justice card out here. This is Libra energy. I did tell you already that you want to check Scorpio, which is your opposite, but also Libra and Aries, because they share energy. And the past here looks like you were getting karma around relationships here. Maybe there was a series of relationships back to back where it wasn't working out for you. I am talking about relationships because that's the overall energy I'm picking up in this particular spread. I'm not picking up money at all unless I'm looking at someone who doesn't feel like they were financially where they needed to be in order to date, or someone who felt like being in a relationship was too expensive. That's something else that I'm seeing here. But I'm also hearing you get what you pay for, and it's cheaper to keep her. So this is giving the energy that someone is kind of at I'm hearing reconciliation of all of their memories and experiences, which is something that would be going on during retrograde, to say that, you know what, it's actually more expensive to continue to drink and party and travel, and I just want to go ahead and find someone to settle down with, okay? As above, what the energy looks like for you is the 9 of Cups. Again, I'm not trying to stick to love and relationships, but this looks like you found something that fits for you, something that works for you for sure. So below, you got the 4 of Cups here. This is telling me what I just said. You're going through the pre-phase of saying, hey, y'all, I got me one. I'm serious about this one. I'm about to take this one serious. Now, I'm saying relationships. When we talk about coupling and pairing, if this is a career, it's the same thing. If you've been doing gigs, sounds like you got you a long-term contract, something where you don't have to continue to look for work. If we're talking about friendships, it's the same thing. Memberships, whatever this is out here with the King of Cups, the foundation is that something fits you, something feels good, authentic, something feels natural, and it's because you worked on yourself and because you know who you are, you've been able to attract things to you. You have 2 9s out here so far. So this definitely tells me that there's a level of completion here. Again, though, the 10 is the ending and the beginning. So we haven't got to the 10 yet. I don't see a 10 out here, but you do have 2 9s. So again, this is that pre-phase, like, hey, I'm getting ready to transition. Hey, you know, I'll wrap up this work, but I won't be needing work any further. I have a lifetime contract. Hey, I know that we've been dating and having drinks, but I've decided to take my love life in a different direction. It's getting really serious. Hey, I know that you've been coming over and hanging out. However, I'm getting really serious about my schedule. You know, I finally got a job that I like, and I'm going to have to, or a routine that I like, or a gym that I like, and I'm going to have to go ahead and start putting in that structure, putting in those boundaries is what I'm seeing out here. How you feel about it is the Empress energy. So you have Venus out here one way or another towards energies, whether this is a circumstance, situation, a person, or a place. It's something that is stimulating you to feel like you have a sense of belonging and that something is actually right for you. This is telling me that this is something that is definitely on your path. It's definitely giving North Node energy, so you might want to check and see what your North Node is. But this is karma for you to have kind of went through a series of expectations to be failed. But for each fail, you kind of figured out like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. This tells me that this is the type of energy who does not learn from others' mistakes. This is someone who had to see for themselves, touch it for themselves, and give their own experiences. This is someone who learns by firsthand. You have some people that learn from observation, and they say, oh shit. So when you go that way, I'm not going to go that way. This was an energy that was like, okay, well, that's none of my business. You know, the rest of those people fall. I'm different. You went, you failed, you found out, and now, worst case scenario, hey, I got to climb back up. Best case scenario, now I know that I don't want to go this way, and maybe the climb isn't that hard for you, okay? You do have self-sabotage out here. I was just talking about that. Again, not learning from observing. So people could have tried to warn you. You could have had people who came before you try to tell you about experiences or things to do, tips, tricks, hacks, hints that you did not take because you wanted to do it yourself here with the Eight of Swords on top of the Nine of Pentacles next to the Nine of Cups. So this 9 tells me that there's a level of independence out here where you just have to do it yourself. It has to be your way. If you fuck up, it's your fuck up. If you fly with flying colors, you know, that's what we're here for. I'm picking up an undertone of Mars, so you could have Scorpio or Aries in your chart somewhere as an undertone. So that's definitely something to pay attention to. And then also you do have the opposite being Scorpio, which was in the Hellenistic phase or time frame grouped up with Mars instead of just Aries. It was Scorpio too. What's next for you is the Eight of Wands here. So I do feel like you got a get out of jail card for sure is what I just heard. That's what I'm picking up on because it's on top of this Eight of Swords here. So someone is finally freeing themselves. Someone is finally looking back, and I felt that energy originally. Someone's looking and saying, okay. So that's where I be messing up. So let me not do that again so they can't say I'm the problem, because someone knows, this Taurus energy knows I'm the problem. You got both cards of Venus out here. So this is someone who is definitely feeling love. Venus is in Virgo right now, so this is like looking at what's practical and what works. So at this point, Taurus energies know, okay, that does not work. Can't do that. I feel like, too, I am picking up a reconciliation energy. I'm picking up a past energy here because this is giving me the energy of someone who hadn't worked on themselves far enough to be able to recognize what they were looking at. It's also giving me someone who knows that they messed up and they're trying to fix that. They already know that whatever this is being fixed was a problem. If you applied somewhere and you didn't get a position because you didn't have a credential or want something like that, this is a person who's going back trying to get that credential because they said no last time. That's what I'm hearing. They already said no last time. And then you got the Queen of Cups here again with the King of Swords, and I just said the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. This is definitely giving me some type of reconciliation. This is definitely a past energy that is coming back around here, whether it's a person, place, situation, or circumstance where you're like, I'm going to do it better this time because I was the problem. I know what I did. Six of Cups, okay, enough with the reconciliation, all right? Let's do another spread here. I'm not going to clarify because I'm doing 3 spreads as it is. Welcome to Intuition Loading. Links to personals is below. They start at $20. I think that's pretty decent for the economy. Let's do another spread here for Taurus energies, as above, so below. Thank you so much. As above, so below for Taurus energies here. When it comes to interactions and things like that, let's see what we got here. What's the overall energy? We got the Ace of Pentacles out here. So this tells me that this feels like someone has been guaranteed something. So you're waiting on it for sure. That's what this is giving me here. There's something tangible. And then you got the Eight of Cups. It's making me feel like you're waiting on it. So you're waiting on something, some package, some type of get out of jail free card is something I said earlier. I heard it again. So there's something here that you're looking for that's going to free you. It is something tangible. So this is a key to a house, a car, a new job, a promotion, an upgrade, a loan. This is a payday event. This is something. You know what I mean? An opportunity, a mixtape or something, a video, something that's going to advance you. But I feel like you're in a very much waiting energy. What's in your favor right now is the Emperor energy here. You may have some resources, but I don't feel that way. I feel like someone is catering to you right now. So what's in your favor is that you have an Emperor energy around you. This is having a mentor. This is a teacher. This is getting an energy right now, Taurus, where you are able to sustain right now. It looks like you are leaning on someone else while you wait on your stuff to come in. But at least you have something like this in the cut. So this is telling me that you could be living at home with your parents right now. You could be staying with a friend. You could be, again, borrowing, or you could be catching a ride or something like that until the time being here while you wait on something to come through. So this is an Aries energy. This is also Capricorn, particularly for me, and Scorpio here. With the Emperor, I've heard it to be Taurus because of the resources and Taurus being the second house. But whatever it is, it looks like you have your tangibles covered right now, your survival needs. With the Eight of Cups, though, it looks like you're literally waiting on a parcel or something like that in the mail, an email or something of that nature, okay? What's working against you right now is the Empress. Ain't this because intuitively here you have the Emperor and the Empress here. So this is like, say you're at work. This is like someone is holding you down while you finish up your part of the project. If this is a relationship, this is one partner not having a job, waiting on the other one to get a job, or one person not getting paid, so we're waiting on the other person to get paid. So what's working in your favor here is you do have someone here who is willing to invest in you. What's working against you with the Empress energy here, Taurus energy, is that you don't have assets of your own. You don't have your own abundance here. Pregnancy is what the Empress is, but it's in the it's working against you right here. So this is something that hasn't come out. The Empress over the Ace of Pentacles, literally you could be pregnant. What could be working against you is waiting on this Ace of Pentacles to come out, which could physically be the Ace of Pentacles is a minor arcana for a son. Literally, you could be waiting on a payout here, where if you already worked, but maybe you're waiting on the payout to come through the account. That's something else here with the Empress. Again, your account could be pregnant, but if the bank hasn't released it, then you still haven't been able to hold your offspring. Okay, so you got the Empress and the Emperor out here. So it tells me that you're not alone necessarily. It's just a matter of, it's always better when it's you. You know what I mean? You have a support system. What's coming up here, the root of everything is the Two of Wands. So the root of everything is just getting some structure, getting something in motion here, moving forward here. So again, it just looks like it's all part of the process here. It's not hurting for nothing. Again, if you got to catch a ride, you got to catch a ride, but at least you got to ride. If you got to stay with somebody, you got to stay with somebody, but at least you got somewhere to stay. So it's telling me that it's like a slow grind forward here, where it's not all bad. It's just not where you want it to be. It's not the independence that you're used to, okay? So that's exactly what I'm seeing out here. And then what's the future energy here for this Taurus energy here? You got the Eight of Pentacles. So all together you got the Nine of Pentacles, and there's what we were just talking about. The Ace of Pentacles is the minor arcana for the sun. So this is Leo energy here. It could be Leo time frame. We got a couple more days of Leo here. Or this could be what's been going on during Leo season, where you have been literally suppressed waiting on something here. And I keep saying you're waiting on something, literally. The way this is on the table is he's running in with something. Like he's coming to pick up something, or he's coming to get the ticket, some type of energy like that. It's definitely an invitation that's out here. So this is what's coming up next with the Eight of Pentacles. So that means something, again, that was a card you had out here in the center of the spread. You're working on perfecting something so it can move forward here. It's like a missing puzzle piece type energy here. And in the meantime, someone is sponsoring you while you figure it all out. I will clarify this. It's a shorter spread. Taurus energies, please. As above, so below. Bottom of the deck, you have have the Wheel of Fortune here, the Serenity Prayer with the Hangman. So there's definitely a stalling energy out here. So Ace of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. So definitely stressed out about waiting on something to come in here. Again, how it makes you feel is like, where is it? Something's not here. Feels like you're having to call and check on something with the Seven of Wands. They're telling you they can't find it. They don't see it any day now, 1 second. I mean, this could be up to a week here. Now, what's working in your favor is the Empress here with the Ten of Swords. So this person is able to pick up your slack here, cater to you, take care of you. Again, it's giving that energy of like protecting you while you're in this very vulnerable state and this dilapidated state right now. But what's working against you with the Empress is the Two of Swords, that something is not giving birth here. Something has not yet come to be here, and you don't know when that thing is going to come to be. The root of it all here is making plans here with a family, or making plans with some type of group, or coming to some plans that make sense for everyone here. This also makes me feel like there is a distance here. I'm picking up distance 2 ways here, that you may have to travel. There's an energy of having to bring things together here, or where you're going to bring in a family or something else I'm picking up here, because you have the Two of Wands going straight towards the Ten of Cups here. So that's a kind of a settling energy. Where am I going to settle? Settlement is something else I just heard. How much is it? Will you be able to buy a home, build a home? Is there enough space? Is something else that I'm hearing here, because you have the Eight of Pentacles with the outcome being the King of Cups and the Four of Wands here. So this talks about definitely moving to another milestone. Remember, the King of Cups was crossing the Eight of Pentacles in your last spread. So you're working on something, but what's in the way is, you know, what is this King of Pentacles going to do? Coming to some type of mature emotion here about what's next here. So it's kind of like trying to figure out what's the balance here, and how you can, whoever this Emperor energy is over here is not going to necessarily be catering and taking care of you forever. So it's like you're trying to come to some type of conclusion before things get out of hand here. You know, this is very temporary. You're trying to figure out, how do I move forward into my own success and my own exalting energy, where I'm going to be, you know, exalted and in a power position, because right now you're dilapidated. But the good thing is you do have someone who has your back here, whoever I'm looking at with this Taurus energy, okay? And let's do the last spread for Taurus energies, as above, so below. You could be dealing with an Aquarius here. You could be dealing with someone who you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with someone who works in a very official position, such as a Libra, a judge, an attorney, a police officer, a firefighter, a security guard. You could be dealing with someone in that type of industry here. Let's see here. Lastly, for Taurus energies, as above, so below. Let's do the last spread here. The energy right now, warrior woman, you're having to step up to something here. It's up to you. This is a very battling energy right now. This is just an energy where you're going to have to fight it through. You're going to have to continue to do so here. You cannot afford to roll over, be weak. You can't afford to have off days or tired days or anything of that nature here. The intention of this energy with the Star Mother, like Empress energy here, is to force you to put yourself in a position where you can take care of yourself, where you're the abundant factor here, where you yourself are generating something, whether it's an income, a home. If this is a child, it's just the energy of you taking care of yourself so you have healthy children. So this is definitely putting you in a position where right now, every decision and every moment counts towards your future stability. So you can't kind of let up right now, because it's kind of like the pressure is on. Leap is out here. You go first. The universe will catch you. While we're asking this question at all, we have a full moon out here, and we're trying to see what the next cycle is going to bring. So we're very much asking, you know, whether or not this pressure here, if we should continue to go hard or should we relax? Because again, I was picking up that it's definitely an energy of like trying to come to being a better version of yourself, meeting the requirements of your requirements. But if you already got somebody or got somebody in mind, it's like you're kind of asking yourself, is it worth it, or do I have to do this, or can they be more patient with me because I'm tired type energy? But no, everything that you're doing right now is being watched and monitored, and the last thing we want is for our support factor to pull back, knowing that we can't produce on our own yet. So that's exactly what's out here. If you decide to trust this energy and roll with this energy, you have the crumbling out here. Scorpionic energy. So this is the energy of you finally having a breakthrough here. Again, this is also Pluto area, Plutarian energy. So if we can just get to September 1st here, when Pluto goes back into Capricorn, it's going to be a different energy. I'm not saying it's going to be better or worse. I'm just saying it's going to be when you're going to feel another shift here, where you can kind of re-grip or, you know, get your footing all over again, okay? And the final energy here is answer the call here. I do see that the Taurus energies are going to produce here. So I see that you're going to go ahead, handle your business, and get up. Bottom of the deck, you have boundaries here. Again, it's giving this breakthrough energy here. So I feel like you are going to make it. You've been training for this for a lifetime. So every failure that you've been through, every mishap that you've been through was just for you to say that you have been through something. I'm picking up on some energies that may have been a little late bloomers or been naive, or maybe you took a path that was totally opposite from the one that Spirit or the Divine has you to go. Maybe you were in South Node energy and now you're going towards the North Node. And in order for you to catch up with your path and with your purpose, you're going to have to fight like hell here with the warrior woman, so that you can get back into this position where you're up. But at the same time, I'll say that I don't see that the Taurus energy has laid down and rolled over. I definitely see a fight out here, and I'm happy to see it. I love battling. I love a fight. I love the rebel. So it's good to see this energy out here. I'm Kara T. Hawkins. Again, links to personal below. I'm not here for like, shares, and subscription, but we do need them to help the channel grow. But again, I'm trusting you with that decision. And until we meet again, keep growing.